welcome to Switch It Up. We're back in Kansas City. We're standing outside Unlimited RV. They were so nice to let us come here and shoot this little intro. All these RVs are sitting here, Sheila. All the different makes, manufacturers, brands. What do they have in common?
Well, they have one thing in common.
Oh, one thing.
Just one thing.
Just one.
Just one.
Just the one thing, like Jack Palance said in City Slickers. Jack Palance in City Slickers said this one thing.
Anyway, what I love about all different brands of RVs, doesn't matter what type of RV, they solve one problem, and that is they help bring like-minded people together.
So today, we are going to look at this component of RV life. Is that what we're doing?
I think that's a good idea.
Okay, we're gonna roll the intro. It's hot out here. I think we should go to air conditioning. And do that. I'm kind of air conditioning's nice thing.
It can get a little warm in the summer.
It can. So we'll roll the intro and we're going to jump right into it.
A man and a woman left their home to switch things up and go on the road. They didn't know where they would go, but it's gotta be better than staying home. They switched it up. They switched it up.
Well, we're not in air conditioning.
No, I prefer the sun.
Yeah, and so we decided to wait a day or two for it to cool down. Isn't that the magic of video? You roll the intro and like totally in a different environment. The topic's still the same, and that is community, or...
We were talking about how all different types of RVs, from pop-up trailers to the Class A's, they bring people together because we're kind of like-minded in that way. We want to get out, we want to see the United States, and RV life allows us to do that. The hard thing about RV life, though, it's why one of the things I love about when we come home to Kansas City is things that people don't talk about in the RV life sometimes, and that's how it can be lonely.
Yeah, I think that is the dirtiest secret of all, especially if you're going to go full-time. The lonely factor is, you think in your mind, because this was, if you watch back our very first videos, my mind was thinking, all right, we're gonna go out and we're gonna hang out with people, and we're gonna, as we're hanging out and having campfire, none of that happens. A lot of people will keep to themselves, so they'll pull in, draw the shades down, and because it's hot, or
they're camping with their friends.
Yeah.
I think the difference between RV life, though, and people that come in every once in a while is those people are camping, and there's several of them together. When you're full timing, it's just different. We're not camping.
No. So one of the main thing is that how did we start forming community, or some sort of way that we could actually build relationships with people?
Yeah, because we found that was a very big missing component for us. We are people.
Yes. We
enjoy being around people. We enjoy getting to hear people's story and making those connections. So that's why we decided to start Huddles.
Yep. The huddle idea was born out of the idea of like, well, if we're like this, then maybe
surely somebody else
yeah,
is, yes.
And if we're shooting the videos and you guys are all reaching out and we're communicating and leaving messages back and forth, wouldn't it just be better just to see you face to face? And so that's where the huddle component came from, and I think it's a big blessing in a number of ways that's formed.
Well, and the RV life brings different people together that they want to go out and they want to experience things, they want to create memories.
Right.
Then a huddle, when we get together, that just is like that on steroids, because you have all these people that want to go and see something, do something. They have interests, like people,
Love Jeeps.
Yeah, people out. Yeah.
Or they like motorcycles.
Or they like to ride an e-bike, or they want to go hiking. Like, there's just different little interests inside. Or we've got a lot of people that just love to smoke meat. I like that.
It's because we like to eat.
We do
like
to
barbecue. I mean, food and RV life kind of go hand in hand at all times.
But we've been able to make some great connections and make some new friends, and we see people at Huddles making connections.
Yes.
Making new friends that then they're able to camp with. So then that continues that where you're not alone in the RV world.
And I think the coolest thing is that when we first got into this, we really didn't see that happening. When we started our Huddles, we were like, this is going to be fun and different. And now we're seeing like this new trend developing. And if you've noticed, a lot of channels now are actually doing their own rallies, events, whatever, get-togethers, they're doing that now because I think we all kind of felt it. And so now, congratulations, we have a new trend going.
And I think that that's just fantastic for the RV community as a
whole.
Because we all watch so many different channels and different creators, and there's different little sections of community, and just to be united and for all of us to come together and have community at different rallies, like, yes, go do that. Go. You don't have, if you don't want to come to a huddle of ours, go hang with the Hanks or go see, you know,
we're
Matt
going to a couple of the other events as well, because that's something we crave. The big thing for me is when we noticed that a lot of the, I don't know, manufacturers created some sort of community. Grand Design's a prime example of this. They do amazing at their community focus, and they have their biggest rally every single year, and 500 RVs show up, and they're all rallied around you owning a Grand Design. Well, it's not just about the rig you drive or the RV you drive, it's about the relationship. So no matter what, so why would these brands be doing these things to try to draw people together for common interests when we can do it together in just sharing life? And I think that's been the biggest focus for the YouTube world, is now we're seeing this trend of, since we're building the relationships with just individuals, we're bringing it back to more of a centric thing with us, like the community aspect of just RV living, and not so much a brand aspect of building a brand loyalty.
This isn't just unique to RV living. Like, I was talking to my mom, who's just recently retired, and that whole loneliness thing of like leaving out of your work environment, and you're not with people every day. Like, it's not just people in the RV world. People are experiencing that all over. And so for us, that's why our huddles and our events we're trying to find places in which, if you're not in the RV life, you can still come and participate and hang out and meet some great people.
Some of them have cabins and things like that. So we've kind of shifted now to trying to incorporate you. If you're sitting at home going, well, I don't have an RV, but I love watching you guys and what you're doing, we invite you to come, to get out. We call a lot of those wisdom years, is what I call them, or the legacy years, and those years of what are you getting ready to leave? Because you've spent your whole life, working your 9-to-5s and building all of the stuff you built. But now in these legacy years, what are you leaving behind? I think we can glean a lot of knowledge from each other. And I truly love that. There's been so much guidance on our channel from a lot of different influencers, just like this shirt. These were all inspired by comments and relationships we've built with you. And I think this is the coolest part. We're building a community together, and it's not so much of us doing YouTube videos and saying, hey, here we are doing something fun. It's more like, hey, here we are, we're family, and we're sharing something in a way.
Absolutely. So it doesn't matter if you are a tent person, or you're just somebody that wants to go out and travel and see parts of the United States, or you're in the RV life. We all need community. We all need people. We all need each other. So come to one of our huddles, or go check out one of the other ones that are happening throughout the RV space. Community is just that important.
I think you'll find that it's not as lonely any longer.
Yeah, making some friends. Community is like a buzzword for just the simple fact of being in relationship with other people.
Yeah. And I know when you start looking at prices of some of these huddles, you'll go, it's a little more money if I just spent to go camping somewhere. The value comes way bigger with the relationships built out of that huddle, that you have now people that you might have formed a relationship with, started, that you can go hang out in RV with them and do like your own little mini caravans with new friends. It's pretty neat, actually, what we've seen develop.
Yeah, I think somebody summed it up when she said it's like summer camp but for adults. That's what our huddles are.
Our huddles are.
Our huddles are
a little bit extreme in some instances.
Because that's just who we are. Like, we're go big or go home people. So when you come, we're whitewater rafting, or we're tubing, or we're horseback riding, and we're going on hikes and excursions, and we're hanging out, and we have live music and playing games. It is summer camp for adults.
We do stuff. We just don't sit at the RV park because that's not how our channel is.
That's not who we are.
That's not who we are.
I don't sit very well.
If you come, I say it all the time, be prepared. You might be going on a hike. You might be whitewater rafting. You may go shopping, be pampered some way. Sheila might have something for the ladies. You don't know. We do motorcycle rides. The Jeep people all got together and did a tour.
Hold on, Todd likes pedicures. Just saying. Pampering isn't just for the ladies.
If you have not had a pedicure, men, you're really missing out.
Okay.
And I've seen some of your toenails.
We digress.
Men, you might need a pedicure. We might have to have mani-pedis.
Oh, there's an idea. The women will stay behind and do the hike, and you can go get a pedicure.
Oh yeah, the men all go do pedis.
Yeah. We'll switch it up.
Yeah.
That's a whole switch it up.
But anyway, like I'm saying, we're just not just sitting around. We are actually doing something. So our huddles may be not to your liking because you don't want to do that much stuff. There's other channels or other communities that are being built that are smaller and less, doing a little bit less. So choose what your lifestyle is and what you really truly enjoy.
Right.
And get out there and start building the community. It kind of is in your hands on what you might want to do, but don't be afraid just to just go and experience.
It's not about, our channel is not about us. We're not about you coming to see us.
It's about
we're about the community, and if that isn't, if what we're doing at our huddles doesn't seem like something that you want to do, then go to somebody else's event, because the worst thing for you and is for your mental health is to stay cooped up by yourself, secluded and isolated. Nobody needs that. We all experienced that for a couple years with COVID, and your mental health is so important that being with other people, those relationships, those friendships that you can build, it really does lift your spirit. So even if it's not for Switch It Up, go find a community of people.
We were meant to be in fellowship.
Absolutely.
We really were.
We were meant to be in community.
And we really look forward to seeing you down the road, whether it be at one of the RV shows, whether it be at somebody else's rally or a huddle of ours or something. Just be aware, we're out and about and we're looking to meet you. There's a lot of stuff that happens behind the scenes that you're not aware of, that if you come to a huddle that you'll find out about, but we just thought today it would be a really good opportunity to share our thoughts on everything that's been happening and the awesome things that are developing. A lot of us should be participating in and not just been sitting on the fence.
Yes, I would love to see the YouTube RV community space and people that travel, that we just unite together to help build a bigger community.
Yeah.
That's what I would love to see. Absolutely.
With all that being said, Sheila, do you have any parting thoughts?
I don't think so.
If you want to see any of our stuff, you can always go to our website, @switchitup.com. You can register for the email that comes out once a month. It showcases our community and where we're going to go and what we're doing. And Sheila and Megan and the team all do a really good job of formulating everything so you can stay on top of it. If you want to come to one of our huddle and one of our events, our 2024 schedule is already out.
No.
2023 schedule.
Yes,
I already jumped ahead.
She's started the 2024, but the 2023 schedule is out. Save your date, save the dates. In fact, some of them are available.
Kind of the areas of where they're going to be, so you can plan accordingly.
Right, we want to give you time, because it takes time to figure out how you're going to traipse across this beautiful country. But regardless,
or if they don't have an RV, and you need to take off work, you'll be able to schedule and see where these are going to be and what part of the country. When the details come out, generally 6 months prior to a huddle, we try to start selling the tickets and all that, so you get the details. So we're pretty efficient in that manner, but you always will find it on GoSwitchItUp.com under the events tab, or register for the newsletter.
But so that you don't miss anything, register for the newsletter, but don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Oh, yeah, you just did the YouTuber thing.
That way you don't miss anything.
Hey, and it's free. It's free. Subscribing's free. And if you want to know when our videos post, they generally will post Wednesdays and Sundays until we might change something. So hit the notification bell. If you hit the bell, then you're more apt to find out when our videos post, and you don't miss much on that end. Otherwise, you have to search for us all the time. Is that good? That's
Don't
good.
fall because there's water behind us.
I fell off a picnic table. This is the most dangerous thing. This one's wood though, so it's not slick.
But there's water behind us, and I'm not fishing you out of there.
Yeah, and you guys would laugh too much at that.
We're in Kansas. Water is not clear.
Yeah,
We've seen it clear and beautiful all over the United States.
Okay, well,
not here.
We were wrapping this video up. Now we're just rambling aimlessly. Thanks so much for tuning in today.
They're used to that.
Yeah, we're doing a picnic table talking head video. We don't generally do those, so we just switched it up on you. If you ask about this shirt, you can't get them until after the huddles in November.
But you can get this one. It's the Red Friday shirt.
Yeah, with the black. My Red Friday shirt, she's out of my size, so she has to order others. But you'll find that, ooh, I almost knocked the whole picnic table over. Okay, we gotta get out of here. It's gonna get dangerous. Thanks so much for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed this little segment today just to sit down and talk with you. Now we're off on adventures, so wait for the next video because there's...
I would have had your size if you wouldn't have
gained weight.
Ate so much.
You know when you talked about smoking the meats and the RV life go together? You have people out there, David, making great meals that you eat while you're on the road. Bessie the bus. I'm just saying, while you're out there, you're eating food a lot.
So you need a larger t-shirt.
Yeah,
size.
so... Yeah, I need an extra large. She had me a large. All right, let's go. We really need to go. And our channel...
You're the one talking.
Well, let's give you an update. If you're new to us, down below you're going to see some comments because you want to leave those about anything you have questions on. And if you see C4YT, that means comment for YouTube. That helps the algorithm tell. We just came up with that.
So no, we didn't.
Well,
somebody
Matt
on our
did.
channel
Yes.
did.
C4YT is just a comment when you don't have anything to say and you just want to help out the channel, you just put C4YT, so that's what that is. Leave a comment down below, we'd love to hear from you or any questions you may have. Other than that, we are...
finally out.
The Switch crew, we're all... adore you guys so much.
You're making friends and you're meeting people, and that's what we're about. We're about building community.
She's a peach.
Really?
I don't know. This is a good idea. I don't know.
I'm trying to protect you. Gets this off.
Rhino lighting.
No, they're like crabs. Like they're crabs crawling in the trees.
Today was rainbows with poop in it.
Sunday.
You never said you were ugly.
All right, give me fist bump spots. We're gonna do this. We legit have an issue right now. Like legit. very humbling experience.
Talked about what's important to us, like that building of community. And we want to keep that going because that's what's important to us.